Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be like the first of the two intros you're going to see. I don't have my CoverGirl Elixir foundation. It didn't mail to me in time. It is coming tomorrow, which is Wednesday. But yesterday, Monday, I filmed a whole video on a bunch of new BH Cosmetics products. So I figured, okay, it would basically be a really good Whoop or Womp Wednesday because I tried out a bunch of different things and I basically said how I felt about them. If you should get it or if you should not get it and all of that. So I can also write in the description bar for this video itself how I felt for it, like if it was a Whoop or Womp in the end, how it wore within the day. Sorry it's not a vlog style video, but that's okay, you know, I'm sure you guys don't mind. And I wanted to put this out there because I already filmed it and it's basically Whoop or Womp in a lot of products. I'm not going to talk any longer because the video is so damn long. But hey, it is Wednesday. It's still Whoop or Womp Wednesday. Whoop or Womp. Still wanted to do my little jig up in there just because I always do it every Wednesday. And yeah, every Wednesday I do a product test or a couple of products from a certain brand. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now let's go into the second intro. Whoop! Damn, that bun's high. Oh my god. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a full try on and sort of first impression of some products. Now you guys know I'm not really big on first impressions, but if it's not necessarily like a ton of face products, like how it's really gonna like wear on your face the rest of the day, then I'm okay with it. And everything I'm gonna be trying on today is from BH Cosmetics. A lot of this stuff is new that recently just came out, and I absolutely like BH Cosmetics. I mean, there are things that are hit or miss. I think there's some really like standout products, and there's some products that I'm just like, nah. Now I'm just priming my face with the Optical Illusion from Urban Decay. I'm using my own because their own personal primer just personally didn't work out for me. I wasn't the biggest fan. I'm going to be using my other products like, you know, in between of things that I don't have that is new and yeah, things, you know what I mean. Okay, so I have the HD Brow Pencil, and I remember I did enjoy this, but I think it was really, really dry. That's what I'm remembering. I don't know. I know I didn't not like it. I got the shade Brunette, but then this is a new product for me. This is the Flawless Brow Gel. I haven't tried this out. Let's see. Oh, it's a brow set. Okay, yeah, now I remember ordering this. And then these two products I bought on my own, and a couple products they did send out to me, like the palettes, but everything else I bought on my own, so just to clarify that. So I'm going to put some Urban Decay Primer Potion on my eyebrows. Just helps prep and prime my brows. Mechanical pencil, and it has a little spoolie at the end. Yeah, I remember it being dry, but it's still a good pencil, so let's get on with it. I'm just going to show you one brow because then this video will just be way too long. And you'll have like a birthday and yeah, you'll miss your own birthday. Okay, it doesn't feel as dry as last time. Maybe they changed the formula because right now it feels exactly like my L'Oreal Brow Stylist that I'm obsessed with. I absolutely love the way it looks. I think the pencil worked way better than the last time that I used a pencil. Maybe they switched up the formula in the pencil because this feels exactly like the Brow Stylist from L'Oreal, which is my holy grail brow pencil. And I love the way it turned out. This is like the more natural side. Like I just try to do it as, you know, even as I can, and I don't carve it out. So you guys have been enjoying my brows way more now that I've been doing them like this. So yeah, they're natural or whatever that shit is. I don't ever set my brow immediately with a brow set. I do it after I do my powder and my blush and all that. I don't know, because I feel like any kind of powders that drop into my brow disrupt it. So I like to just do like the final seal of approval. That didn't hurt. Or did it? I went ahead and primed my eyes. I bought the, what is this? The Rose Quartz 9-piece brush set. This is what it looks like. I haven't opened it up yet. They look really nice. I haven't washed them, but I'm not gonna lie to Kiki and say like I washed them. So, ooh, it feels super soft. Here are all the brushes that it comes with. They're all super, super soft. So now I have some palettes to work with. I'm not gonna be using this one a lot because I have a video that hopefully I already posted. I hope it's posted by now, shit. But I used the Carly Bible palette. This is a 21 color eyeshadow and highlighter palette. Right here, I'm gonna be using this for like a transition shade. New one called Foil Eyes. This one's a 28 color palette. One of those typical palettes, but their quality is so good now. Here's a Supernova palette. I haven't used this, but I felt some shadows and some of them feel super duper dry and not the business, like chalky and just really, I don't know, yeah, too dry. And then some of them feel silky, so I don't know. Formula is inconsistent, I feel like. Studio Pro, which these are the dual effect wet/dry eyeshadow. I love the packaging of this one especially. It reminds me like the MAC ones. I like it. And then this is what the brushes look like. It's like a peachy marble. It says rose quartz. So I'm just gonna go into this shade right here, and then I'm gonna stick that into my crease. We'll see how this brush feels. It feels a little bit too thin, like not as fluffy as I usually like them. But let's work with it. I always say, even if you have really, really like affordable makeup, I feel like if you have really good tools, you can make that makeup work like high-end makeup. Okay, yeah, I can already tell I'm not like the biggest fan of this one just because I'm used to like a really like fluffy brush like the E40 from Sigma. I just feel like it just needs to be a little bit fluffier. But it didn't do a bad job, you see? You just have to just do extra blending, so I'm not mad at it. The Dual Effect Wet/Dry Eyeshadow, and I'm gonna take like this kind of peachy cream one and just stick that on the top of my brow bone to highlight it. Oh, what? That's not what it looked like. It looks super basic, and then look, it's like bam, just kidding. Like a golden hue. Okay, okay. That's not what I wanted though, but that's pretty cool. Definitely surprising. So this is from the Wet/Dry palette, but I can work with it. See, just do like a highlight at the brow bone. You know what it is? I'm just not used to a frosted brow bone. I just particularly don't really care for. I like a matte brow bone. This is what it looks like. It looks more pinky cream, and then you get that. Huh, I should have probably swatched it. Okay, I'm really interested in this palette because it's the wet dry one. The pinky shade right here, and I want to use it wet, so I'm going to wet my brush with some Fix Plus, and then I'm going to dip my brush in there, and let's see how these apply while it's wet. That's what I'm really curious of. Oh, okay. It wasn't like as intense as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like, whoa. But it's still really nice. Okay, now it's intensifying. I need to start using more color. I think I've been saying that for like years and years and years. And I still haven't done it. I'm a liar. This one you just have to build up. Like the first swipe is not that pigmented, and then when you go back in for more and you build it up, see, then the pigment really comes. And you know how sometimes with foiled eyeshadow just like make your eyes look wrinkly? This one is not doing that. Sometimes I'll try like foiled shadows and I'm like, okay, why are there like 5 million wrinkles on my eye like out of nowhere? I actually want to do some swatches of some other shades just so I can show you. Okay, sorry, those last two shades were super close together, but ooh, even that blue, and look at this green, it's really pretty. Ooh, I think I want to put that in like the center of my eye maybe. Give a little something different. Work with a little bit more color. Okay, that didn't do much. Yeah, I didn't like that. So let me put on a lighter shade. I should have done that to like add dimension. This is just experimentation. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that pink so I can bring that pink back out. Okay, I didn't like what I did, so I basically just went over it with the pink. That sometimes just happens with makeup. Sometimes I'll put like different colors on my lid and I just completely cover it back up. All I did was honestly just go back over it like this. And I just covered up those center colors that I put that look like crap. Now I'm curious on this palette, so I'm gonna be doing some swatches. I mean, I did dip into this gold one, but that was like weeks ago. So let's see how this palette is. All right, try to wipe off the other swatches. Terrible. Oh, those are nice. Ooh, I like this one a lot. Ooh, I have to do this blue. This one looks so cool. Look, it's this one right here. I'm just so curious. Whoa, look at that one. That one really, really glows. Now, just so I can show you some swatches from the Supernova. Like, for instance, this blue one is super, super silky. When I touch it, even like this taupe one is really silky, but some of them like this gold feels so chalky and dry. Where else? See how it looks chalky and dry? The pigmentation on the Supernova, see, this one felt a little bit silkier. It's weird how the formulas are not, see, not as impressive. So unfortunately, I'm gonna say this one definitely is not my favorite. I'm gonna take this one right here, a little bit to the outside. Ooh. Just kidding, just to add some definition. Ooh, I had a lot of fallout, but that could be because I didn't tap off any excess. And of course, someone just picks my driveway just to pull right through and stare right up at me. I'm sitting in my underwear, but she can't tell. Oh, and she's parking right in front. What the heck is this chick doing? What the heck? Freaking just reverse so quick, and then she hits our trash cans that are out. Whatever. I'm not gonna waste my energy on it. Let me tap off this excess. Let's get back to shadow. I'm just gonna start concentrating the color on the outside. Really like the way this highlight is looking with the pinks. I didn't think I was gonna like it. Okay, so I went ahead and did my wing liner. Now I'm gonna be using this short brush, and it's like a concealer brush, and I can already tell I love it. It's super, super dense. It's really nice and small, and it's gonna be perfect if you're someone where you carve out your eyebrows because it is so small, and also to clean up your wing, which I always do. I'm just using the Tarte Shape Tape in medium. Ooh, I love this brush. I wonder if I can buy it individually because that's how much I love it. I love how small it is. Sigma one. I love the Sigma one, but sometimes I want just a smaller one. You see what I'm saying? And it's just so much easier to get smaller areas so that you don't cover too much. So this is perfect for like details and cleaning up. Okay, so I went ahead and did my lashes and all of that. So now we're gonna go on to some concealer. I got some concealers and I'm super excited about these. I'm always trying out different concealers. Right now my obsession is the NARS one. I was obsessed with Tarte, but the NARS doesn't just dry out my under eye. It doesn't dehydrate it, and it just stays all day, and it's full coverage, and a little goes a long way, and it looks like my skin. So I'm excited for this because it says it's a total full coverage concealer. My bags aren't as bad today, which I'm kind of surprised because I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning, which is so bad. I know. So I have 3 shades. I wasn't sure. They did have swatches online, which I really appreciated, but I still wasn't sure which one I wanted. So, oh, look at the applicator. I took it off and I thought it was just going to be like a pointed tube, you know? This seems kind of thick. I have 111. I have 113. I might mix these, or I might just use this one. And this one is really peachy. So this is 114. And it looks like it could be like a corrector shade. So they seem a little thick. I'm going to take my L'Oreal sponge and wet it with some Max Fix Plus. 113 on its own. Just a little, and just start placing that underneath the eye. I mean, I think they have the applicator to do this. That's not necessarily my favorite, but just for placement, because look, it's already super, super messy. So far, it's blending out really nice. Here, let me zoom you in. See? Then I'm going to set it with Laura Mercier because that's just Ride or Die and base. So nice and definitely full coverage. Look at that. It really canceled out my darkness. And look, I didn't have to color correct at all. I didn't put a ton of product. It may have looked like I did, but I really didn't. And it's blending out beautifully. This brush right here, Laura Mercier, and just start setting the under eye. I don't really bake. I just kind of put a lot of powder just to make sure I hit all the areas, and then I just sweep away, because then my under eye will start looking too dry if I bake, and I don't need to do it. Wow, you guys, look at that. Wow, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna make a big claim. To me, it was almost like the Tarte Shape Tape. It's just that it feels a little thicker in consistency, but it blends out nice. If an eye does crease, this is the one to crease, because I have like more underneath here. Like, I don't know, I have like one like predominant line that's just like, what's up, homies? It is really hard to find good freaking concealers that don't crease, that are lightweight. That's what it reminds me of, like Bye Bye Under Eye and Tarte mixed together, if that would make sense to you. I'm just gonna use a smaller concealer brush because I only really bring it right here. Just gonna blend this out. How smooth that went on. Amazing. So now I'm going to set the rest of my face with my BH Studio Pro. I did a whole video on this. It is so bomb to me. Like, I love this powder. So I picked up 2, and I have 235 and 230. Mine are super old, and it's so affordable. I believe they're only $5.99. And to me, personally, for me, in my opinion, this is a really good dupe for the MAC Studio Fix. It's like similar packaging. See, doesn't it look like it? And to me, they're really nice and silky. Obviously I'm not this shade, I don't think, because usually I'm in between 230 and 235. Shoot, or am I 235, 240? I think I made a mistake. Hold on. Okay, no, this one. Yay. So they're really nice and silky, and this is what the shade is. This is what I'm going to be using right here. See how it matches perfectly? The thing is the range honestly isn't the best, but if you can find your shade that's perfect, or mix them, because when I know I had 230, because when I get really light, you guys. I don't think people really believe it. In between, I would just mix the two, and right now I'm just this one. I'm just gonna use my own fluffy brush. I've been using the, look how huge this is. Like, now I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with this IT Cosmetics brush, and I do a light dusting, and I love the finish of it. I think it's so good. Really, really affordable, because those MAC ones, I think it's like 25, 30 bucks in between there. I can't remember like the price because I haven't bought one in so long. Looks amazing. It doesn't make my face look powdery. I'm really excited because I'm going to a Moana party. I need to make sure that I don't like fangirl over like the little character Moana. I'm kidding. I'm not like that big of a fan. I mean, you know, Moana's like whatever. I'm going to take this shade right here. There's more like cool tone because this one looks a little bit too warm for me. I'm going to take the angled brush. Hello? Oh, Moana? I'll be there soon.
So her party's tomorrow.
Oh.
But I already got her presents. I just need a bag, so I'm just going to come home.
Okay, so our party's tomorrow. Well, Moana is until tomorrow. That sucks. Okay, so now I'm going to take this powder. It seems like I got a lot. Let's see how this is. I'm going to do like a natural sculpt, nothing like crazy. Ooh, this brush is working really well though. See? It's really like diffusing it. I'm just going to bring it across. There we go. There's this corally pink blush and then that highlight, but I wanted to show you a palette I do like. Okay, first of all, they have the contour palette. And I will say a lot of shades are super, super warm, but I really like them also for eyeshadows. But this is what I really like from them, is this blush palette. This just screams me. If you're into like those more like burnt pinks and oranges, this palette is for you. This one, it reminds me of like Gingerly from MAC, and they're super pigmented, so a little goes a long way with these. It's no joke. So you got to be careful because look, they're super, super pigmented. I'm using this brush. This is the number 2. I need to check their brushes because I'm not familiar with like, I guess they just number them. But I'm not going to use the highlights in these palettes because there's 2 new highlighting palettes that came out and they're really pretty. 2 different palettes, black light, like that icy blue and icy pink. Look at this pink right here. See how they are. So here's 1, 2, 3, whoa, 4, whoa. I'm like, whoa. It's like unicorn highlight. Those look so cool. But now I wanted to show you the Spotlight palette, and I have used this already. I'm gonna be doing some swatches. They're really pigmented. These 3 kind of look a little bit too similar to me for some reason. But the bottom ones, sorry, I didn't get like a good swatch of that one, have a little bit more pigmentation. These are the last 2. Sorry, my swatches are like all over the place. See right there, now you can see the shades. I'm just trying to get like the lighting right. It's just that some of them start looking a little bit similar. The light is washing them out, sorry. There you go, right there. But these unicorn ones, those are freaking pretty. So I'm gonna take the brush that I had, the translucent powder. I'm gonna use this one. And I'm also gonna use this brush right here. I'm gonna do one of the unicorn highlights and one of the regular highlights and try out Dream. See, they kind of all look the same. I'm not really impressed with that one. Let's add some radiance in there. The pigment isn't really coming out like the color that it is, and right now I'm noticing it's adding texture to my skin. This pink shade right here. It's called Illusion. Look how pretty. Look at that. That's really nice. So if you didn't get your hands on the Alchemist palette, I don't know if it's still out. I believe it was limited edition. Then you can always just snag this one. I'm going to add another color called Strobe on top. Wow. That looks so cool. I mean, if this isn't your thing, then I totally understand it. But if you want a palette like this, super, super affordable without, you know, killing your wallet, because these are like some of the things, like when I buy it, I really just do it for my channel and I don't even want to buy it, but I just want to try it out for you guys. And I do have the Alchemist and I haven't even used it at all just because it's not like my thing, but it's cool to have. But if I had a choice, like, you know, to not try it out, then I wouldn't, and I would just have this one. So I might be returning that one now that I think about it. I like the unicorn palette. So I try to even it out. It's just the shades. They look a little bit too similar, so I would probably pass on that one. But this one I think is really unique and it doesn't lay on the skin weird at all. I ended up picking up the Luxe Lacquer Vivid Color lipstick. I have Colombian Coffee and Coconut. Colombian Coffee. So let's just do a swatch of that. So this is what it looks like, just a regular doe foot. And ooh, really, really smooth. I think I'm gonna like that one. Coconut, and they are really nice glossy shades. You guys know I love a juicy lip. Coconut, Colombian Coffee. I think I'm just gonna go with the coconut. So immediately from first initial application, super pillowy. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm gonna compare this to? No way. No freaking way. Hold on. I always say if you're gonna treat yourself with a luxurious lipstick, I always recommend these ones. These are the Dior Fluid Sticks. Now I always say you have to try them because they're super pillowy and they do have shine to them. It honestly feels like the same freaking formula. No damn way. Like, honestly, you guys, I hope you guys really don't think like I'm exaggerating or like, oh, she's just being extra. I'm literally in shock right now. Because I always said you have to just go get one and buy one and treat yourself because it's so luxurious. Like, you won't know until you put it on your lips because they're so pillowy and like cushiony and it feels so damn good. And this is what exactly it feels like. These lacquers. Look how pretty that color is too. I was actually hating on the color when I got it because I remember coconut looked a little bit more nude on the site, like a little bit more pale on the cream side, and I'm not mad at it. I actually really love this shade. I think it complements my skin tone a lot more than me looking morbid and dead. Oh my God, I have to do a whole video now. I'm gonna do a whole video saying how this is a freaking dupe. Pretty similar. I mean, they're not exactly the same, but here's the, okay, yeah, they don't look the same like right off the bat, but the Dior is definitely more glossier, but I feel like people would appreciate this finish because I mean, look, it's still glossy, but not too glossy. Coming to the end of the video, I want to tell you I was not exaggerating all this. These are first impressions, and this is probably like the first time I've been like blown out the freaking water with two certain things. One of them is the concealer. Look at how smooth that is. It is like the Tarte Shape Tape coverage and consistency, but add in a little bit of the Bye Bye Under Eye consistency from IT Cosmetics because that's pretty thick. And that's the formula, but it blended out so nicely. I can't even believe it. Second product that completely blew me out the water right now was the Luxe Lacquer. Feels exactly like the freaking Dior lippy that I just showed you. I can't even believe it, the fluid sticks. I liked a lot of the products. Let's kind of go through them though. This one is like, it's okay, because I mean, if you have your standard palettes, you know, there's a lot of standard palettes. I don't think it's a bad one. The consistency of this one is really good. Now, I know people are probably gonna want my opinion on this one. I haven't used it a ton, but I will say that these highlighters are more on the chalkier side. One of them has better application, which is this one. Super nice and glowy than this one. This second one feels more chalky and chunky, but this one is really beautiful. You can just even feel it in the quality, how this formula is much better than this one. I'm not sure why that was. I haven't tried this darker shade. Here's like a bronzy shade. Okay, that feels good. Let's try this gold one. Okay, that feels good. I should have put those on my cheeks because, so I do really like this palette. Because the ones that I really didn't like were the Spotlight Highlight. This did not impress me at all. I would say definitely pass on this. I think the Nude Rose is really nice to contour. If anything, I think these shades are more complementary than these shades. But I mean, if this matches your skin tone or if you like warmer shades, then go for it. I haven't used the under eye, but it's really nice and silky. For the shadows, I really liked the wet and dry formula. Just swatching them and feeling them the way they went on the eye, I think they were really good quality. I like that you have the option for wet and dry, and I really like the quality of the packaging as well. It's much more sturdy than their past palettes that are really thin. As far as the Supernova, unfortunately, I don't think this is a good palette. There's too many hit or miss shades in here, so maybe if you used them wet, but I don't like it like that you can only like a product only if you do this to it. I think it should work good wet and dry. One that I thought that was pretty cool, and if you don't want to invest in like those crazy limited edition palettes with like weird colors or like, you know, the new trending colors. I don't want to say weird because they're not weird. They're like the unicorn colors that you know you won't wear every single day. This palette was awesome. The pigmentation of this one is really nice, and the quality of the highlights are much better than the Spotlight. So I definitely recommend the Blacklight one, but not the Spotlight one. And oh, the brow products. I almost forgot to set my brows. So you guys already know how I felt about this pencil. Now where's the brow set? So now let's do the brow set. Sorry, you guys, this video is so long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. So let's just set it. I can tell right away if you have any unruly hairs, this is not gonna hold them down. This is a very thin formula. I like to kind of fluff up my brows though. So for me, I don't have a ton of brows that I need to like tame. So this works for me. And I like the shade of this. I like the shade that it's creating. I kind of just fluff up my brows. I like that kind of bushy look lately. It looks more natural. If you have crazy hairs that you really want to tame them, this is a really thin formula, I can tell. And for some reason, the scent is very strong. It came like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, whoa, I smell something. So the scent on this is pretty strong. So if you have a sensitive nose, I would probably stay away from this. Not like it's lingering. So your brow hairs won't be smelling. So yeah. Oh my God, look, this is the story of my life right here. Story of my freaking life. Okay, much better. So all in all, I am super impressed like with a lot of products. I'm really glad I did this. I'm pretty upset that I didn't do this sooner. Also, I recommend this blush palette, but I already said that earlier. But I'm glad I wish I would have done this sooner. As far as the brushes, I think they're really good for the price. I think I utilize a lot of the brushes as well because sometimes when you get sets, you don't really use a lot of the brushes. The only one I didn't use was like this one, which if you like to do a cut crease, you can do a cut crease right in here with this brush. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will link everything down below. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Give a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah!